Friendship is a wonderful thing, but what happens when it crosses into the workplace? Can you be close friends with your coworkers and still keep things professional? Or should you keep your friendship outside of the office? Today, I want to tackle a topic that affects us all: how to navigate friendship in the workplace. We will explore the benefits, the challenges, and how to find the right balance. So, whether you are a manager or an employee, this episode will help you make smart decisions about how to handle workplace friendships. My name is Ebrima Abraham Sisay. I'm the founder of Heliona IQ and host of Heliona Insight, the podcast dedicated to helping managers and teams feel better and work better together. So, let's start with the positive side first. Why having friends in the workplace can actually be a good thing. Let me explain. Studies have shown that workplace friendships can improve job satisfaction, increase engagement, and boost team morale. When you genuinely like the people you work with, it makes coming to work more enjoyable. That's just facts. Friendships can create a sense of camaraderie and trust, which can lead to better collaboration and a more supportive work environment. And I want to share 3 things that I believe having friendship in the workplace is good. Number 1, increased trust and collaboration. I've hinted this already, but friendships often lead to deeper trust, making it easier to work together and tackle challenges as a team. When you're friends, you are more likely to offer help, share ideas, and go the extra mile for each other. Number 2, better communication. Friends tend to communicate more openly, which can improve how teams handle conflicts, share feedback, and brainstorm solutions. And number 3, boosting employee retention. If people have close friendships at work, they're more likely to stay at the company longer. Workplace friendships can create a sense of belonging that makes it harder for employees to leave. But of course, it's not all sunshine and roses. Workplace friendships can come with their fair share of challenges, especially when lines get blurred between personal and professional relationships. Let's look at some of the risks of building friendships in the workplace. Number 1, favoritism. I'm not even sure if I said this word properly, but my accent makes it hard to say certain words. One of the biggest risks is the perception of favoritism, especially if you are in a managerial position. If you are close friends with one of your direct reports, other team members may feel like they are being treated unfairly, even if you're trying to be neutral. And number 2, conflict of interest. When friendships and work collide, it can lead to tricky situations. What happens when you have to give tough feedback or discipline a friend? It can create tension, awkwardness, or even resentment if not handled correctly. Number 3, boundary issues. When you are close with someone, it can be hard to set boundaries. Conversations can easily slip from work-related topics to personal issues, which can disrupt productivity. Worse, it can lead to oversharing or inappropriate discussions that blur the lines between professionalism and personal life. So, what's the right answer? Should you aim to form friendships with your coworkers, or is it better to keep your personal life and professional life separate? Let's look at both sides of the argument. Number 1, pro-friendship side. If you ask those who support workplace friendship, they'll argue that strong, genuine relationships lead to a more collaborative and enjoyable work environment. Happy employees are productive employees, and friendships create the kind of bond that fosters long-term loyalty to the company. They'll also point out that friendship helps people feel supported and understood at work, which improves mental well-being and reduce stress. However, on the other side, number 2, pro-professional boundary side. On the other hand, some will say that it's better to keep a clear line between personal and professional relationships. The risk of favoritism, gossip, and blurred boundaries can outweigh the benefit. There's also the challenge of maintaining professionalism if a workplace friendship turns sour or if work performance becomes an issue. This camp argues that while it's okay to be friendly, you should avoid forming close personal bonds with your coworkers. Okay, so where's the sweet spot, Abraham? Like, we want to have friends, right? Okay, so how do you maintain professionalism while building meaningful connections with the people you work with? I'm going to share some strategies that have worked for me. Number 1, I make sure that I set clear boundaries very early on. If you're developing a friendship at work, make sure both of you are clear on maintaining professional behavior when it comes to work matters. Set expectations about keeping personal issues out of work-related decisions and conversations. And number 2, be mindful and perception. Whether you are a manager or an employee, always be aware of how your actions look to others. If you're giving opportunities or recognition, make sure it's based on merit and not influenced by personal relationship. And number 3, keep professionalism front and center. At the end of the day, work is work. Keep your professional obligations at the forefront and don't let personal friendships interfere with your responsibilities. If a conflict arises, address it directly and keep emotions out of it. Number 4, know when to step back. If you sense that a friendship is starting to affect your work or a conflict arises, don't be afraid to take a step back. It's okay to set boundaries and refocus on your professional role. I hope that was helpful, and I want to share my final thoughts. Workplace friendships can be a powerful force for good when handled correctly, but they can also complicate your professional life if you are not careful. The key is finding the balance between building genuine connections and maintaining the professionalism needed to keep things fair and productive. If you're a manager, owner, whatever, it's especially important to navigate these waters carefully to avoid issues like favoritism or conflict of interest. If you're part of a team, remember that it's okay to be friendly. Just be mindful of the potential challenges. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this conversation helpful, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, whatever metric is underneath this episode or wherever you are listening to it, and just leave us a review if you can. We hope to continue building workplaces where trust, respect, and meaningful conversations thrive. Until next time, keep leading with clarity, purpose, and maybe a little bit of friendship too. Closing, I want to share a message of hope for all the frontline managers and future managers out there. Think about all that you are instead of all that you are not. You are capable, brave, and significant, even when it feels like you are not. You face countless challenges but remain resilient. You've been hurt, yet you still stand proud and smile for your people. Embrace your journey, cherish those who uplift you, and remember, your worth is defined by the kindness and strength you show yourself first. Your imperfections make you unique and resilient. Keep shining because the world needs your light. Thank you for listening to Heliona Insight. Until next time, keep inspiring.